Dan is a very careful, deliberate, thoughtful, centered person. He's calm. And above all, he's conscientious. He's just always imagining what the other person might want or need. And he's very motivated to take care of other people, especially me. I'm very well taken care of. He's not the type of person to get on a roof on a cold, slippery, damp day. He only got up there because I couldn't. I tried, and I couldn't. We had built an addition on where I usually went up with the ladder. And I couldn't get from the addition roof onto the roof. I just wasn't tall enough to get up there. I tried. So he did it. But we don't ever think about that, ever. Except just now.
We both wanted to be sort of away from a city center, someplace quiet. For me, quiet was at the top of my list of things that I wanted. We both trained as architects, and we wanted to build our own place, have it be exactly the way that we wanted it to be. And Laura, since she was a kid, always wanted to be a farmer, always wanted to grow food and provide food for the community. And so it was a dream for many years.
So we decided, okay, somehow we're going to leave the farm. Just leave the farm for 2 months, which is a really scary decision. I can't remember exactly how we figured out. I think it was just when I relay the impossibility of that idea, people would say, no, we'll take care of it. I think the community just stepped up and said, no, you got to do what's best. And it was really our neighbor, Diana Price, and her husband, Alan Price, who really led the push to help us feel okay with the idea of even our active running farm. And they would come and take care of all the growing produce in the greenhouse and the chickens and the cats. And by golly, they did that and way more. You know, they widened the brick path and built a ramp to the door and just really took care of things. It was awesome. It was very impressive.
It's really the fulfillment of our dreams. We worked in town for 15 years and saved our money and planned and thought about what we would like our living situation to be. And it's not perfect. We've had to make some compromises, but seeing it come to fruition through the years and all the hard work that it took to make it what it is has been really rewarding.
It's almost like too good to be true that Dan agreed that this would be a fantastic thing to do. I kept questioning, are you sure?
After the injury, we did think, we might have to sell this place. We might have to move back to the city where there are amenities that we don't have around here. But we didn't even have to talk about it very long before we decided that's not what we wanted to do. We want to stay here and continue to live our dream the way we want to.
It's just when everyone stepped up and put so much energy into this place, I knew that we would keep it, we'd make it work. But it's just a little scary. I mean, we had only an upstairs bedroom. We had only an outhouse. We had an outdoor bathroom. There was just so many accommodations we would have to make, and I thought there would be maybe an interim period where we would have to live in a more accessible location. But Dan's a real trooper. He's basically camped out in our living room for 9-10 months until we could make the necessary adjustments. And it's all working out really well. It's fantastic now.
You have to have sort of an understanding of the processes of growing things and nurturing animals. Have to have a nurturing side to your personality. So all very important. I would say the challenges have been emotional and psychological more than anything else. Getting used to the idea that while there's a lot that I can do, there's some things that I just have to accept that I can't do. Like I used to, hike up in the woods with my machete and carve a path through the blackberries, the wild blackberries, and I would harvest them that way. And it's just not practical to do that. But with the freewheel attachment on my chair, I can make it down to the raspberry garden. I can help with the harvest there. I can make it down the road to our other raspberry garden and still be, a productive part of this life that we've built. I feel good about that.
I don't need to go anywhere else. I love this place so much. Every day it's different. Every day I wake up, it's different. The produce has grown. The chickens have grown. It's so exciting here. I love it so much. And it's hard, and there's lots of frustrations and failures. But that's just what makes the good parts even better, a nice contrast.